any question? Thank you. So today we are going a little bit. Let me ask in this class, how many people hate mathematics in my class? Signify. How many people hate mathematics in this class? I don't like calculation. How many of us there? Ezekiel, Rose, okay. Am I correct? Who again? Only 2 people. Okay, Shegun. Wow. Who again? Only 3 people. So the rest of us, we love maths a bit. Ezekiel, Rose, Shegun, unmute yourself. Tell me your fear about maths.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Rose, what's your fear about maths?
It's not a fear, it's just a subject I've never really liked.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I've always come in contact with it, but I just do it because I have to.
You have to
If I don't have to, I just avoid it.
run away from it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this is the most lovely subject in my life.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
May I tell you something funny about me? I wrote WASC examination 4 times because of some other subjects. But in all those 4 times, I passed mathematics. It's my favorite subject. Don't worry. I'm going to make it home for you. Okay? Don't worry. I'll make it lively for you. Because the part we are going to is a bit mathematical in nature, but just calm down. There is a guide for you. And whatever guide I'm giving you is this, just master the principle all along, go through. Shegun, talk to me. You can mute yourself, Rose. Shegun, talk to me. A man like you, why are you running away from maths?
Not that I am running away from math. It's just that right from my onset, let me say, the first teacher that taught us math
make you hate it. Okay.
Makes me hate it. That's just it. And because one thing about me is when I someone that if you create fear in me in knowing something, you know, I will hate you and hate you or whatever that is concerns you. That's just me.
Wow.
That's just me.
Wow.
Because I could remember I wrote my WAEC and this thing once, and I passed mathematics. So but the thing is,
you still hate the teacher.
I hate even during my university days.
Yes.
I just I read maths just to pass the course, not to.
You pass the course as a matter of necessity.
Yes, that's just it.
Wow, I love your testimony. I am glad I questioned you. Okay, Shegun, let me do myself. You are not totally strayed away from math from the way you are talking. It's only the person that passed it across to you, that laid the foundation, that did a bad job for you. Can you, either you're a Muslim or a Christian, I don't know which one you are, can you learn to forgive yourself and forgive the person?
I already forgive him. I already forgive him. I know.
Then can you forgive yourself? Can you forgive your pain?
If I didn't forgive myself, I would have been failing the course now. So okay. I already forgive myself now. But it's just that the interest in the subject is just.
Is that interest I need? Is that interest I need? That's why I route that part. It's still because you don't totally forgive and forget. That's why you are still remembering the pain all the time. You know, you are only
anyway,
you are
I
trying to.
I found my new teacher here now. I already messaged him already.
Okay.
He will be laughing now, so I've already messaged him.
Your teacher, right?
Yes, my new teacher here in this.
Okay. You know what? Like I said, I want you to cast away. You don't have fear from your conversation. I agree. I thank God for that. You don't have fear. It's only you dislike the person that passed it across initially. But I want you, in your deep mind, expunge the castigation so that henceforth, as long as you are in IT world, you can, the foundation of IT is maths. The foundation of IT, at anything, computer as a specific, computer is a born out of maths course. If you understand me very well. If you see my curriculum as a graduate of computer scientist, almost 40% of my courses were mathematical courses. Almost 40% of the course I read as a computer scientist is math course. And if I take memory down lane of one of the prodigy in computer in the world today, Bill Gates, when he got to Harvard, he said they want to study computer. Go and read the story, go and find it out. The first set of courses they introduced him to were mathematics. That was why he angrily went back home and told his mom, and thank God for US parents, they allow dynamism of their children. He said if they want to teach him maths, it's not going to, I want to study computer, not maths. That was how his father took him to IBM to start his computer career there. So by the time he finished, I remember Balmer, the chairman of Microsoft today, Balmer, and about two other guys, three of them were together that day, and Bill Gates told them, I'm going to employ all of you when he was going home. He invariably employed the three of them to Microsoft. But at the end, after so many years, when he has made money and realized that, oh, computer is actual maths, he went back to Harvard to conclude his first degree that he abandoned. I'm giving you those things to let you know that when you are in computer world, you are in mathematical world. So that's why I want to encourage you, expand your mind, free your mind. Thank God you pass your words. I'm glad for that. You don't totally hate. It's just like you just need to bring yourself out of the shell. It's not like if a wife offends you, you can't hold your wife forever. So you have to learn to forgive and forget. Are you okay with me?
Yes, sir.
Do I have your consent? You will learn DAX with me today. DAX. Ezekiel, talk to me.
Good
Tell
evening,
me
sir.
your fear. Good evening.
No, basically, I don't have fear, but like it's just lack of interest because I knew what I wanted to do. So okay. I just know that okay, all what I just need to just get C5 or whatever and get to the university.
Just get your C5
so I don't, and I think I even passed it in my first sitting. So it's lack of interest that I don't really need this as I work. So basically that's it.
What course do you do your first degree? Remind me.
I did business education.
Okay.
So I didn't even do anything mathematics there.
Okay. You only talk of business. Yeah, but you still talk all your business education, money still coming. Don't you tell your student about money?
Now, sir, if I study business, I didn't even practice it. I basically knew that I wanted to do like management and whatever. So those are the things that I face. So I didn't even practice that. I just went to do it in university because I knew what I wanted to do. So it's not that I just went to school to get the certificate, and you know Nigeria how it works.
Yeah, but so that means you do your own business.
So I have I'm into facility management. I have some business.
We are speaking the same language. That your facility management is still about money.
Yes, sir.
Don't you coach?
No, I can do bookkeeping. No, I can have an idea of bookkeeping and all that.
It's only the ethics of maths. You don't want to bother your head.
That's just it. I don't want to bother my head about it.
Okay, no problem. Anyway, maths is very sweet. It's like Bumi want to talk to me. Is it okay you can hands down?
Okay,
Bumi,
thanks.
you're welcome. Bumi want to talk to me? Bumi, I saw your hands up. Talk to me. Okay. When you are ready, you can call me. Good evening, class. Thank God I have a live fear of people. Because of this, I will do a little theory of what we want to do tonight so that I will not totally lost all of you. Okay? I am on module 5 of the course. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tonight we want to talk about this is one of the core concepts of Power BI. Okay. Some of us that make foray in Excel, you still remember in your Excel, you did calculation, you wrote formulas in your Excel to do your sum, to do your subtraction, to do your addition, to do your calculation. Okay, the same thing you are doing in Excel, you can do much more in Power BI. Then in Power BI, the beauty of the you are doing here is to get valuable information to your management. To Ezekiel, that one of the things that I pray you will get some corporate, you will mix with some corporate people with your facility exposure. One of the beauty of the thing you do there is when you are talking to management are talking, yeah, thank God you say you are good in bookkeeping. Anyway, with your Power BI analysis, you go beyond your bookkeeping at times because you actually want to crunch numbers. You want to tell story with numbers. You want to dissect numbers in your Power BI. I don't want to waste too much time here. Let me move on. So create model calculations using the DAX in Power BI. That word DAX is called data analysis expression. Data analysis expression. X stands for expression. Am I communicating? Yes. These are what we want to look at. We want to look at DAX, we want to look at measures, we want to look at calculated columns, we want to look at context, we want to look at time intelligence. Please, I beg all of you. All I'm talking about here is just for you to understand. There is nothing difficult there. There is nothing difficult. It's as cheap as, let me ask a funny question here. Is there any guy here that cannot talk to a beautiful lady? Is there anyone? Can anyone signify that I see a beautiful babe, I can't say hello to her?
Yeah, I answer.
Yes.
Ezekiel, I don't agree with you.
Gbenga.
Oh, Gbenga.
Somebody woke up to her, tell her
Ezekiel, hands down. Put your hands down. Thank you. Gbenga, I don't agree with you. That your voice is terrorizing. Eh?
No,
Gbenga, your voice is eh?
I don't know how to operate it, sir.
Okay. Thank God. Which state are you?
Those states.
Oh, yeah, I know those states. I will link you with. Funny enough, Grace Shukul is far away from you. I will link the two of you together.
Who, sir?
To Grace Shukul. Grace, where are you?
We are already on it, sir.
You are already on it. See, you expose yourself. I asked a simple question, you deny it. Now you quickly expose yourself.
Is it Samuel?
No, it's
Benga
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see they've been doing more than data analysis in this class? So can you see them? I will tell Mr. Deji that these students are not doing data analytics alone. No. They are doing more than data analytics, and it crosses so many boundaries.
One to many.
One-to-many relationship. Can you see? Wonderful.
One-to-one is the only one accepted, though. No one-to-many, please.
Oga, keep quiet, Jari. You be Pope? You be Pope? Oga, one-to-one, you be Pope? Anyway, welcome to the class. See what I'm saying, what I'm trying to pass across to you. Please relax your mind. No, relax your mind. It's as simple. I will explain, I will demonstrate, you will understand. Feel at home. Feel at home. Feel at home. So we'll talk about these 5 items: data analysis expression, measures, calculated columns, context, and time intelligence. That's what we want to talk about here. Let's move on. So I'm still by Microsoft standard. I'm still telling you the 3 divisions I have there: introduction to DAX, DAX context, and advanced DAX. So let's move on. So introduction to DAX, data analytical expression. Data analysis expression, can you see now? So that's what I was explaining to you. D for data, A for analysis, X for expression. Developed by Microsoft. It is a library of functions and operators. It's used to build formulas and expressions. It's used to create calculated tables, columns, and measures. Underline the last 3 lines here. Okay, let me take it from top again. Your data analysis expression. The word DAX, the meaning of DAX, data analysis expression, that's the first thing I want you to know. And I am telling you that it's been developed by Microsoft. So that tomorrow, if anybody asks you, what is the origination of DAX? It's developed by Microsoft. And I'm going further to say your DAX is a library of functions and operators. In English time, what is a library? Can anybody tell me what's a library? Hello? Anybody in the class? What's a library? What do you keep in the library?
Where you store
Books.
stuff.
Books.
Where you store books, okay? Okay, for easy access.
Yes.
And for many people to use, right? The same way, in the library of DAX, you kept functions and operators there. Functions are formulas that have been written to help you in do certain things, and the operators to use on them. Okay, if you have a little mathematics sense, you understand functions. When you are write something like sum, when you are write an average, when you are write, instead of you doing it manually, they've generated a set of code for you that will do it. We only need to put in the parameters there. Then I am going further to say your DAX is used to build formulas and expressions. And I now round up by saying your DAX is used to do 3 things in Power BI. It's used to do calculated tables, it's used to do calculated columns, it's used to do calculated measures. Those are the 3 things it does. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move on. Now, I'm looking at you one by one from the bottom now, measures. Measures are summarization of data. You want to summarize your data, okay? Either you want to aggregate it, either you want to sum it. Measures are a formula that will give you a single value. A way of defining aggregate calculations on data. That's what your measure does. Often called calculated measures. Please underline the word aggregate. Anytime you are thinking of measures, you want to aggregate your values, a group of values. You want to either sum them together to give a single value. Maybe you are looking at the sales from 10 customers at the same time, or your customer that came to shop and want to buy something earlier in the day. And when the customer was with you, he picked 25 items. This item is 1,000 pounds. This one is 200 pounds. This one is 50 pounds. This one is 60 pounds. This one is 10 pounds. This one is 700 pounds. This one is 400 pounds. Like that, 25. When he finished, and you now want to, oh, how much will this guy give me? You launch your measures. It will accept all the parameter value and add them together and say, oh, this guy is going to give you 10,500 pounds. Am I communicating to you? That's what your measure does. It's a summarization of data, a way of defining aggregate calculation on data, often called calculated measures. That's what your DAX does, or that's what your measures does. If my explanation is not clear, can you signify? Okay, good. Let me move on. So here is an example of what I'm looking at as, look at the formula I wrote below. I want to know the total price, the total sales I have a day, total sales, okay? And if you look at what I have sales order quantity multiplied by sales order unit price, and I am adding them together. That gives me total price. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I'm saying, look at the tables on the right side here. Please unmute yourself and let me know that you are following me. Look at the table on the right side of your screen. See quantity price, quantity, and unit price. Unit price means product 11 is being sold for $14. Benga came and bought 12 units of it. How much will Benga give me? That's 14 times 12, $168. Product 42
Come
is
again, sir.
come again.
Yes, sir.
And come again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Grace came to my shop and I am selling ladies' wear. Grace felt there is a particular set of lady wears she loved and saw in my shop because they are of good quality and my price is good. My price of that product is $9.8. Grace has gone to about 5 shops. They are giving her $10, $12, $11. But when she came to my shop, she made the product $9.8 per one. Grace now said, oh, this is cheaper now. I'm going to buy 10 and give 2 to Ellen. I'm going to give another 2 to Jane, and I will keep the rest 6. So she bought 10 pieces of the products. How much will she pay me now? Are you looking at my screen?
$98.
Yes, sir. 98.
So, $98. Good. How do you get 98?
You times $9.8 times 10 the quantity.
Good. Okay. So it simply means quantity multiplied by the unit price. Okay. What you are doing there is you want to know how much Grace will pay me. Now look at my screen. Look at the number of people that came. Benga came, Grace came. Who is in my class? Wait for me. Abiola came. Ario came. Daniel came. Ezekiel came. Finye came. Almost 10 of them came. And I have, look at Rose want to take care of the children in our Sunday school. There are about 40 children. And she got to my shop and met lady and children toys. And these children toys, different varieties, but each of them are $27.2, $27.02. And my shop price is the cheapest. She has gone to about 3 places. In some places, they are saying it's $30. Some people say $35. Another person say, I will manage $38. But when she came to my shop, she got it $27.02. And trust her. She want to manage her funds. She bought product 60. She bought 40 quantity of it at a cheaper price. And how much does he pay me? How much does Rose pay me?
$1,088.
$1,088. Wonderful. That is simply the unit price multiplied by the quantity. Okay. Now, the turnaround of the calculation is, look at the number of customers that I have for that day. I have 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you see the customer 1028 order 3 items, another person order 2, another person order 3, another person order 4, another person order 3. At the end of the evening, when I finish, I want to close around 9 p.m. How much do I make for that day? What should I do? What's my save for that day?
Summation of each of the orders, products, that will be number of quantity bought and then price for each of them, and then there's a summation, sir.
Okay, 2 steps there. The column you are calling total price. You've already multiplied by each of the quantity multiplied by unit price has given you total price on each of the products. When I'm about to go home, all I simply do is to aggregate everything in the total price, and I have my sale for that day. That aggregation that is giving you a single value is what you call measure. Aggregation of set of values. That's what your measure does. So that calculation you are now, look at the screen I'm showing you here. Instead of doing it one by one, I wrote a formula that will multiply quantity and unit price and add them together. That's why I call it calculated column. Calculated column. Calculated column. Calculated measure is a single value when you multiply by unit price. When you aggregate only values alone, that's measures. I'm interested in just adding the total price. But by the time I'm interested in knowing the breakdown, it becomes a calculated column because I have to do it one by one before I do the summation. So a calculated column is an extension of table using DAX formula. You extend your table, you add another column that is evaluated for each row. Your calculated column is evaluated for each row. Data analysis expression allow you to augment the data that you bring in from different data sources by creating a calculated column. You can bring your information from different sources. At the end of it all, you still do calculation for them. Let's move on. So you may now want to find out what is the difference between columns and measure. Calculated column creates a value for each row in a table. That was my last explanation. Calculated column values are stored in Power BI file. Do you remember this extension? Your calculated column is stored on this file. Now come and see your measure. Measures are calculated on demand. You are not storing it anywhere. You just want to see it on demand. Just like I just come to this place and I ask you, hey, what do I make today? What's my sales today? Or your manager went for a meeting. Your manager went for a meeting in England. And from that meeting, he went to Liverpool. And he stays in Manchester. At the end of the day, retire to Manchester. It costs shop around 6 when you're about to close. Guy, what's our sales today? If you listen to that question very well, it's not interested in breakdown. It's only interested in the total sales you make for that day, the value. It's interested that, oh, boss, we made $150,000 today. Shinkena. Who comes to your shop, how many sales I make it, it's not interested. Is interested in your total sales for that day. When you want to get a calculated measure like that, or when you want to get a summarization value like that, you make use of your measure. Measures are calculated based on filters. Your measures, they are calculated based on filter. That might not be clear to you, but by the time we are demonstrating, you will see. Okay? So the fundamental difference between your calculated columns and measures is that a calculated column creates a value for each row. That's a major difference. For this reason, calculated column can only operate over columns that exist in the same table. Okay? And because it stores it on Power BI, it can only operate on existing value, but your measures can operate anywhere, just to give an aggregate. Any question? Hello?
No, sir.
Also,
That takes me to the end of that takes me to the end of that. Let's review these two questions if you understand what I'm explaining. Which are calculated on demand or calculated columns? Which are calculated on demand? That's the question. Calculated columns or measure? Which one?
calculated columns.
On demand.
Measures.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. 2, which are based on filters. Calculated columns or measures.
Measures,
Okay.
yes.
So your measure is based on filter. Don't worry, we will see the filter later. Then the next thing is real-time dashboard. Okay. Understand the context of what you have here. How context affects DAX measure is difficult, but necessary to understand. Okay. Concept to comprehend. the ensuing visual with demonstration context affect DAX calculation. Look at what you have here. The picture you have in the first place is talking about total sales. Okay, total sales. Okay, while the second chart is talking about total sales by year. Total sales by year. What's my total sales in 2015? What's my total sale in 2014? What's my total sale in 2016? Okay, look at the third one. It's talking about total sales by product ID. Okay, when I pick a particular product, what's my total sale for a period of time? That is what the context you are talking about. You are looking at what interests you at that particular time. Okay, so these individuals use the exact same DAX measure for total sales. The same measure that you use for total sales is the same thing that you use to dissect the three of them. Okay, let me just stop there. When we get to the class, you will see. Look at your total sales for 2015. It's done by the word calculate, sum of sales, sum of other details price, okay, with year sales other date today in 2015. You are saying, give me the sum of total price, okay, for year 2015. Don't worry, when we get to the where you need to see it, you understand better. But let me explain to you. I'm talking about calculated function here. Unlike your sum that aggregates, your calculated function, your calculated function allow you to vary the context of what you want to add. Hey, let me explain again. When you sum all the values in that column together. When you do average, you do the average together. But at a point in time, I felt I don't need just total sum. I need sum per quarter. What's my total? What's my sales for quarter one? What's my sales for quarter two? What's my sales for quarter three? What's my sales for quarter four? Based on all this one, is calculated function that will give you opportunity to sum and at the same time to tell the calculation the exact information you want. That's what this formula is demonstrating. Let me take you to this table. Sorry. Look at this table. You see your total price there. Okay. This total price is saying that when you use a calculated function now, you are saying, give me total price on other IDs. That means I don't just want to sum everything together, but I want to sum and see what is the sales, what is the total price that other ID, how much does it pay? How much does other 10249 pay? How much does other 10250 pay? How much does other 10251 pay? How much does other 10252 pay? I want to see the breakdown. That is where your calculated function. That's why your calculated function comes in. It allows you to vary in group or the summation you want to do. Not that you just add everything in the column and you got a value and that is the end of it. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So the calculate function is a method of creating a DAX measure that will override certain portions of context that are being used to express correct results. There may be some somebody can just say, I made a sale of $10 million. If you are daft and you don't ask question further, hey, Oga, what's my sale for first quarter? He will just tell you $10 billion and you go home happy. You will know that in first quarter you perform woefully. The sales is bragging about is when the manager sits in office in quarter 3. That was how I was able to make such sales. Do you understand some of the dichotomies of what Power BI does now? It gives room for your supervisor to x-ray what you are doing. Okay, good. So here now you can see your calculated function. Total sales for 2015. Okay, then you can see that I have a calculated function here. I see inside my calculation, I say sum sales other details. Okay, everything other details, sort them together, call it total price. Then year sales, other details, other dates. Okay, where is equal to 2015, where your year sales. You are saying add every total price for 2015. Okay, for 2015, add them together and for year 2015. That means there are other years in that data. So I want to get 2015 alone. That's what I mean. I don't want you to do, I don't need summation of 2016. I don't need summation of 2019. I don't need summation of 2020. But just for 2015, give me the sum of total price and you will have it. Does it make sense to us?
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Good.
For clarity, this
Okay,
looks like
go on.
Like what happens when you do pivot table and you try to do visualization with pivot table in Excel? Is it the same thing?
It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yes.
Okay, sir.
All right. Same thing. You are trying to vary your calculation. Any other question? Okay, so let's move on. So, which DAX function evaluates an expression in a modified filter context? Which DAX function evaluates an expression in a modified filter context? Can anybody help me? Who's talking to me? I just explained this thing. Oh.
Mayor, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Calculated function.
Calculated function. Now, I just mentioned it. Calculated function. Okay. Evaluate an expression in a modified filter. That thing you saw here, what I demonstrated here, using year 2015, is a filter. Filter is what segregates your information. Filter is what dictates to Power BI the areas you want to calculate or sum on. I am not summing everything in total price, but I am summing for where the year is 2015. Is that clear? Hello, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So that's it. Why will you want to override the default context? Why? Why do you want to override the normal sum, the normal aggregates, the function? Why? Why are you writing your own formula? Why are you bothering yourself?
So I think it's to have a detail, just as you explained that, for example, if I want to know the sales performance in the first quarter. Yeah. So with that, I think it gives room for us to have a detailed performance, yes, maybe of the store over a period of time. Yeah, correct, correct. It allows you to have an in-depth look into your information. In-depth, okay? You are not relying on fake things. You know what you are doing. So, to create measures that behave according to your intentions,
according to your intention, according to your desire, regardless of what the user selects. That's why you would want to override default context so that you write your own. Okay, we are coasting home, advanced DAX. Okay, oh, it's talking about lab there. We'll see everything in the lab. But advanced DAX, advanced data analysis expression. Let me drop an hint to you here. Everything we are going to do in calculation, only a few things doesn't have what am I trying to say? Doesn't have a kind of origination or where the concept base of it. So majority of what you're calculating have concept base of it. Okay, good. Now, using relationship effectively. Another DAX function is that allows you to override default behavior is user relationship. Okay, with the word user relationship, it allows you to override some things that you need to change. It allows you to do that. So look at the screen you have there. You have your calculated function that perform in coding. They call this in polymorphism. The same calculation that does different things. The same calculation that does different things. Okay? Good. That's how you can develop your relationship effectively. So you can see that sales order dates and sales by ship dates. Calculation based on different concepts. One calculation is calculating your ship, the date you ship, the sales, when you want to look at how much you make when you ship your direct sales. And the other one is you want to look at ship date itself. So you are varying your information. So now the next thing we want to look at is semi-additive measures. Use sum to aggregate over set of dimensions while using different aggregations over other dimensions. Okay? Your sum is only on one set of dimensions. Different aggregations over other dimensions. Commonly used over time dimension. Okay? That's a time dimension that we will soon look at. The last inventory example, calculating inventory each month. Okay? Last inventory count is equal to calculate sum of warehouse inventory counts. Okay, and last date. You will agree with me that all your count will be on date basis. On date basis. So in situation where you don't want the standard evaluation behavior in Power BI, you can use the calculated or user relationship functions to do whatever you need to do. However, most circumstances exist where you don't want to standardize behavior. Okay? The next thing we want to look at is time intelligence. Here, I still follow the same thing I was explaining. Look at the formula I have here. Total sales previous month is equal to calculate sum of other details of total price. Okay? Looking at previous dates, you want to calculate relative to other months. You want to answer a question. This time, October last year, what was our sales volume? This time last year, June, what was our sales volume? That's time intelligence. You are calculating based on time. I want to run through because it's practical. So these are the 3 review questions we have here. Let's try if you can answer them and we'll move on. What type of measure uses sum to aggregate over one set of dimensions? What sort? Is anybody talking to me? Hello, have I missed everybody?
No, we are here.
Okay, oh. So he's listening to me.
It does.
Yeah. That thing is semi-additive. Okay? Come again. This. When you are creating your information based on certain things, not direct, but part of your formula. Let me gloss through. Well, let me gloss through because I know with practical you do better. What type of function enable you to manipulate data using time period? What type of functions?
Would that be time intelligence?
Yeah, yes, yeah, correct. Correct. Which 2 functions will help you to compare dates to previous months?
Time intelligence.
No?
Could that be calculate and then we now take the previous month?
Correct. Who is talking to me?
Abiola, sir.
Biola, yeah. Thank you. Correct. In your Tableau, I need your Tableau class ahead of me. Aren't you seeing this kind of things in Tableau? DA, aren't you come across something like this in your Tableau?
We have, sir, but we don't know the names.
We have, sir. Yes, sir.
What I'm explaining here.
We are seeing them, sir.
Okay. Good. So that takes me to the end of the theory. Kindly close your launch your Power BI now. Let's work together. You may not need to start Excel today and SQL Server today. Your information is on Power BI. So if you are together, go ahead and can you see my Power BI screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you started the one? Are you on the same page as I am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you're on the same page, click on File. So click on Browse. It's supposed to take us to the last location we saved, which is a active folder in, in my solution. And I told you that is correct. But we must back it up in backup. Okay? So I'm going to do, we are going to load our information from Power BI. First, click on File. You want to load your data, browse. Okay? So you have this active. Then click on I don't want to open it, but rather I make it save. So active sales analysis, open this. So this is a whole lot of work. Okay. So have you on it? Now I want you to back your sales analysis file. Okay, sorry, it's asking me for email. Put your email there. So continue this. Click on this, continue. Are you through? Hello, have you loaded your own file? Are you through?
Just a second, sir. So after clicking on the file, you browse and go to active. Is that right?
Yes. Then load the file from active.
Okay.
Good. So is your own page look like my own? Or I
Yes,
should
sir.
wait? So if your page is like my own, we want to back it up because we will continue where we stopped last week. So click on File, Save As. If you remember, and this is my solution that is pointing to, go back a step, you will see your backup here. Are we together? So after you load it full, so quickly do File, Save As. So when you have your Save As, go and pick in my solution, pick my backup. So, and save it. You have something there last week, say yes, replace it. Okay, now that we are sure that we'll back it up, okay, let's take it back to our section. So this time around, I'm going to, no, I don't need to do save as again. Okay, I've already saved a copy to my backup. So I'm going to resave back to my save to my, I'm going to change it to my active now so that I can work. Yes. Because if you don't save this second time, it's going to be pointing to data solution, active, or to active solution or desktop. I want it to your backup. It's going to be facing the backup folder. So that's why you save it to active so that you will know that you have correct information there. Have I confused anybody here? Who didn't understand what I'm doing? Okay. If that is clear to you all now, then we are settled. So let's move on. We want to start working on our information. Create the sales person table in this task. Okay, we want to create, if you recall, look at your information on the data on the right side. You see that we change our, if you remember last week when we were looking at the modeling, we argued that salesperson only analyze user sales, individual marketer sales. It doesn't talk about the regional sales. And that was why we have a table of region to manage region. But this time around, we want to use DAX to create salesperson. This, you can see there is no longer salesperson here. This one that we call performance is in a different thing, but I want to create a new salesperson now. Okay. So go to your table view. In your Power BI desktop, in report view, on the modeling ribbon. Look at your menu here. Look at new table. New table. Or let me come out of this place. Let me come to this place. Home. When you click on your modeling menu, you will see your, under the report folder here, you will see your create table. This is your create. Sorry, that's my create table. This is your create table. This is another way to see your create table. Okay. Either you come to table view and see your new table here, or you come to this place under your report and you see your new table here. Can you see the way you can access it now? Good. So I'll go to the table view. I want to create a new table. So CanCNet has brought out for me this template of writing your formula. So in the formula bar, what you will see here is that look at your formula bar on top. That's why you have a table like this. Okay. So you type unlike your Excel, you can just jump to the middle of the grid, put your equal to sign, write sum, and you get a value. But in Power BI, every calculation must have a label. Every calculation must have a label. So here is, you replace this sales table by salesperson. Can you see what I'm doing? So the next thing you are going to do is on this formula bar, it's going to take off formula on a single row. But for clarity purpose, I want a situation whereby your formula is clear to read. So hold down your control key and press enter. Sorry. In front of your equal to sign, hold down your shift key and press enter. Shift key. So it has created an empty line for you to complete your formula. So this time around, I want to bring a table. I want to create another table via an old table. So I will simply say salesperson, since it's a table, then salesperson performance. Salesperson. Open bracket and put performance there. Close bracket and single quote. That takes me to the end of that formula.
So the performance looks wrong.
Come again?
The performance, because the tension under it left when you type it. PERF.
Okay, sorry.
Left. You just click on the formula, it's showing it.
The entity should not be here. Good. Good. So I think we are correct now. So you are simply saying create another table from sales performance. That's the meaning of your table, new table calculation you are doing here. So let me press enter now. Can you see? And when you look at your right hand side, what do you see there? You see another table created, salesperson. That's how to create another table using your DAX expression. Okay? So any question for me?
Can you explain the way you got to the second line back again, sir? The way you were. That was, yes, sir.
Okay.
From the first line.
Yes, I can put everything on one line like this. But because of clarity, I want it to appear on another line. When you want to type or you are like this and you want to break, then hold down your shift key and press enter. Shift and press enter. It will take you to the next line as you have here. Is it clear? Do you get what I'm saying now?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that's how to do a table calculation. Okay. So if tomorrow I ask you to create a table similar to, maybe I come across and say create table for the, what's it called now? Create a new table that shows me the region. create a new table that shows me region. You simply need to rename what you have here as region 2 and use your new calculated formula to create a table rather than re-enter it. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. So it's actually the same table performance that's
yes, it's the same. You just duplicate the table. That's all.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So the 6% performance you created, did you rename it to UPN?
Come again?
The 6% calculation you made, did you rename it to UPN?
Whatever content of sales performance, we've done it last week. We didn't change anything. We just make it a replica of the table. That's
okay.
All. Okay. So before I move on, I want you to go to look at me. Go to your module 5. No, click on coming. Okay. So I have to go back to coming. Where's my folder? This. So come to drive C. In my own case, hold on for me. Don't mind the long journey I'm going through, but in your own case, come to your all files. Locate your all files folder. Locate your all file folder in your system. Double click your PL300. Come to the labs. Lab 5. Create DAX calculation in Power BI Advanced. Double click on it and look at assets. Look at snippets there. Are you following what I'm doing here? Am I too run too fast? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are we on the same page?
Yes.
Okay. So this snippet is sample calculations that will be doing the calculation that we are going to do throughout this course is there. So because of time, we will do copy and paste, but at home, go and study the question and see what they are doing. So minimize that. So always, each time I ask you to go to the formula, just go and look for your snippets and look at the next.
Below.
Hello, class, can you hear me?
I hear you, sir.
Hello? Yeah, there's a little glitch. So let me share my screen. So can you see? Okay, share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me move on. I duplicated my first calculated column. I duplicated a table. Okay. So that's why you see your salesperson here now. And if you go to your data model, you will see a table salesperson has appeared. Can you see it? Good.
Sir, but it has no relationship with any of the data already.
Yes, it has nothing. It has nothing to do with it. You just created it as it's an orphan table.
Okay, sir.
But take note of something, okay?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Go on.
Sir, I thought it was, we just created salesperson performance and it's already in a relationship with some of the tables. Why the main one, salesperson, has fallen out from being in relationship with any one of them, sir?
As out of our last class, you know what you are calling salesperson performance is originally labeled salesperson. You remember?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When we are looking at analyzing your data, analyzing your sales personnel, this salesperson information will relate to the sales table directly and give you what each of the marketer, the sales they have.
Yes,
but the question now is that with your region, because it's still the sales people, they are manage the regions.
Yes,
what is their sales on regional basis? I don't have any record of it. That was when we are looking at how we create many-to-many, where we have a relationship that differ from the line of sales and salesperson. Okay? So at the end of that week, and I was okay, since the regional analysis is going to give me performance of each of the sales guy, that was how I named that salesperson performance, that I can track the performance of my marketers via the region. That's how you rename the salesperson, and we stop there. But we are still saying that we still need the salesperson region will not be designated to do analysis on individual staff. But with salesperson, I can do analysis on every salesperson in the system. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Take note of when you have a calculated column, look at your salesperson on the right under the data pane. What do you notice about the salesperson compared to others?
It's got an image like calculator on it.
Is it calculated?
Yes, yes. It has something like calculator on it. That is what make it a calculated column. That's what, when you are looking at 1,000 records, tables like that, you can easily say, oh, this set of tables are meant for calculated conversation or record. For them to use it. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's move on. Let's go to our model view. That's here, the second item there. Switch to model view. I notice that salesperson table is available. Okay, your salesperson is available. That's what you are working on. Okay. You may need to reset view to find the table. Yes, if you come to this place the other time, you may need to reset things so that your table will come out clear. Okay. So now I want to create a relationship from salesperson employee key to sales employee key. Remember I told you salesperson performance we only analyze all the sales, but will not tell me this how much I make per quarter, this how much I'm owing this how much I'm owing that. It won't tell me that. Okay. So I will now go to model. Okay. Then I will click on relationship management. This. And I will click on new. I want to create a relationship between salesperson, employee key to sales employee key column. So I will pick my salesperson here. This. Okay. And I will come, okay. And I will come to this place. I will take my sales. So sales. And notice that the two of them have one key in common. So click OK. So you can see that your salesperson and this is there.
Can you come again, sir?
Okay. Let me take this guy out. Let me unselect all. Okay. Look at your where's my sales? Okay, look at salesperson employee. Let me take it out. So that I will start again. Sorry. Hope I have not deleted anything. Which one have I taken out now?
That's still complete, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, I did.
Target. Now I've deleted the relation, I deleted the targets. Okay, hold on. Let me come out so that I can bring it up. Don't see. Hold on for a while. Let me load it. Okay. Okay, no problem. Since I back it up, I will continue where I'm doing here. See, go to modeling, new table. So, salesperson. shift. Salesperson performance, this, then enter. Interscript my table. Okay. Okay, now I come to relationship here. This is what we miss. Is this relationship between your sales performance and target that I accidentally deleted in my own? So let's come to manage relationship. Okay, I want to create I will select all of them. And they're all active, right? Okay, I remember this guy is not active. Okay, this one is not active. Okay. So now we want to create a relationship between salesperson and sales. So come to this place. So new relationship. Come here between salesperson and sales. This. So you have your employee key here, you have your employee key here, active one-to-one, single. Okay, you have them here, then you click OK. So that is where you are. Somebody was asking a question. Are you clear what I did now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So okay. So you can now see that your salesperson is having a relationship with sales now. The native is having a relationship with your sales. So with salesperson, you can now analyze, you can filter your sales based on individual marketers. Okay. Now, right-click we don't need the relationship between salesperson performance and sales. Okay. This salesperson performance and sales, this relationship, I don't need it. So right-click on it and delete it. Say yes. Okay. So you can now see that I can use my target to analyze salesperson. Okay. So salesperson, analyze your sales region, via region and sales. While your salesperson analyze your salesperson performance, okay, has one-to-many relationship with the target. Salesperson performance can give you the target for each of the marketers and the region they belong to. Okay, you can get the analysis via the region. So, any question, please? In the salesperson table, let's multi-select and then hide the employee ID employee key, and UPN. So in the salesperson table we just created, employee ID, hold down your shift key after that, and hold down your control key, employee key, and your UPN. Then come under your display. You will say is hidden. Click on it to yes, so that you will hide those columns. Any questions to this point? Any question?
Could you?
Okay, let me take it out. This is where your salesperson is. I said I want you to hide your employee ID. Click on employee ID, hold down your control key, click on employee key, and UPN. Are you okay? When you are through with that, come to your property pane under format. Am I correct? Or no, under general. Look at the general. You have a display folder. Okay. Now, below it is hidden format in there. So with all the 3 columns selected, all the fields, click is hidden here, so that they will be hidden when you come to view. Look at your salesperson. You only see these 2 items. Those 3 things that you're hidden, you will not see it here. You can only see them on the model. Is that clear? Hello? Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So let's go back to in the model diagram, select the salesperson table, this. In the property pane, in the description here, write salesperson related to sales. Under this description, type this on there. Salesperson related to sales, meaning that this salesperson will analyze the marketers. That's right. Label it that. Click outside. And when you point on salesperson, you will see, you always see the description here. Salesperson related to sales. Even when everything is there, when you come to this place, if you come to salesperson and point to it, you will still see your description there. Do you understand any question? So go back to your model again. Your salesperson performance, click on it. On the description this time around, write salesperson related to regions. Salesperson related to regions. So salesperson, salesperson related to region, click outside. So meaning that this sales performance table, salesperson performance will only be used to analyze the regional information. Okay. So that takes you to the end of analysis of your how to create a calculated table. Good. Any question for me?
Yes, sir. Could you kindly recap from the salesperson, employee ID, employee key, and UPN? After that, which other element did you go to?
Okay. What I did is, when you create this salesperson,
yeah.
Okay, let me remove, take here. Control key. These 3 key.
Yes.
You can see them even when you come to your view. When you come to your report view, you will see them here. Okay?
Yeah.
But I don't want them to be appearing in your report view. I don't want you to be on any reports. Okay, so I select the 3 of them like this, hold down, click the first one, employee ID, hold down Control key on your keyboard, click on the employee key and UPN. Then you now come under this ED, click on it so that I become yes. That is, hide these 3 columns. Okay? And whatever
Okay.
you are, hello?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay? So whatever you are hiding, you simply don't want to see it in your report view. You don't want it to appear in your report view. That's how you're hiding it. Okay, so that nobody drag them on the report area for you.
Okay.
That's what I did there. Any question?
That's all. Thank you.
So the other thing I did is performance, sales performance. I removed the relationship between the sales person performance and sales. I delete the relationship there. Okay.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now the next thing we want to do is that switch to your data view. We want to create a date table. Date table. So on your home, let me expand my tools there. So on your home, look at your calculations group here. Okay. So I'm supposed to show me new table. Okay. Modeling shows it clearer than when you are on your home. Okay. So go to modeling. Under calculation, see new table. Click on the new table. So it's going to bring out another calculation, but this time around, I want to create a date table using a DAX formula. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Type your date. Remember, I told you that every formula you write in Power BI, there is always a label to it. So hold down your Shift key and press Enter. So now add this function, calendar. That's, sorry, calendar That's a function that will create your date table for you, calendar auto. But I'm going further, open bracket, put 6 here, and close the bracket. Okay? You are saying that create a date table for me. Remember last week, let me cancel this thing before I accept it. I want to remind you something. Remember last week, let me go here so that you see this video already. Under sales, I have another date. You remember last week? Remember the other date as hierarchy under it. Under your other dates, another target months. Do you remember last week? They have an hierarchy under the 2 dates. And we now went to file, if you still remember, options. I put together, we come to current, we came to data load, and we uncheck auto date time under time intelligence. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Good. If you remember, and I told you that by unchecking that, we take away the hierarchy of dates. And I said by default, your Power BI will generate financial year January to December for you by default, January to December. But when your financial year varies, and remember many organizations has their financial year begun in March, that will be March. Some organizations, their financial year began in March, or began in March and end in August. Am I correct? March to, no. March and end in September. Does that make 12? No. They will begin in March and end in February of another year.
March to February, yes, sir.
March to February, yes. Some organizations, their own begins in April and ends in March of another year. They make sure they start their own financial year from second quarter. Some start their own financial year from first. Anybody that start financial year from first quarter, that's January to December. Another person will start their own from April to March, second quarter. Another people will start their own from third quarter. That is going to be, if I'm right, September to August. While another person will start it in the fourth quarter. That is October to September. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, depends on the month of the year. The last month of the year when you are varying your financial year, the last month of the year will be what you use to generate your date variable. So let me go back. Let me go back now. So under your modeling, new table. So I have your date. I want to create a date table. Date is the name of the table. Okay? And I want the table to be generated using either your shift key, then put calendar auto. Calendar auto. Open brackets, put 6 here and close. The meaning of this is my calendar year ends in June.
Yeah. Okay.
So that means if my calendar year ends in June, when did my financial year begin? Who can help me?
July, the year
July.
before.
Thank you. July or the year before. So press enter without holding anything down. So it has generated a table for you. Say, come to the right and see dates. It has generated a date table for you. It has generated a table that has one single column for you. The first column, your date will generate for you is date field. Date field. Mark my word. The name of the table is date table. The first field is going to generate is date field. Date field. Are you following me?
Stop.
Good. Now let's go to our table view. Click on table view. Look at your date table. Answer your date table.
Yes.
Good. It has is again. Now you may want to ask yourself, where does this calendar auto got the dates and the year from? Where does it get it from? Let me ask you a possible question. Let me see somebody that can break my jigs. Who can tell me where do you think it gets that date array from? Who can try? Yeah. I'm listening.
From the existing date in the database that we have.
Thank you.
Before.
Thank you. When you invoke calendar auto when you invoke the calculation calendar auto, when you invoke this function will span through every table in your Power BI data set. Every table you import, not external table that you've imported that is on your data page. If there are 1 million, calendar auto function will span through all of them, pick the first earliest date, the smallest date, and the highest date based on year. It's going to, if your data covers 10 years, definitely there is a beginning year and there is an end year. So it's going to scan for the beginning year and the end year. It's going to identify the only thing it does is going to identify the earliest month in that beginning year. No, it's going to identify the earliest date of the year. It's going to generate date for every day of that year you pick. Generate the date from the smallest date to the highest date. Do I convince you or confuse you? Is anybody that
confused with? Is it confused or convinced? I'm convinced, but
you understand me, okay?
Confused.
Okay.
Let
me take it again. When you invoke your calculate calendar auto function, it's going to span through all the table that you've imported into Power BI and pick the smallest date and the highest date. You know that smallest date is determined by the year you begin. If you begin, say for an example, this one began in 2017, and I think it ends. Okay, let's see the year here. Don't worry. Let's see if you can get the highest. Say it ends in 2020. Can you see that? Your year is 2020. So it's picking your date from the smallest date to the highest date based on the calendar that your data span through. So it's going to generate the date based on those beginning, the end. In this calendar, you see dates began from July. That's your financial year, 2017. It generates from 2017, okay, move to 2020, okay? So it's going to end in 2020. Can you see? Okay, 2022. So you see your 2022. You see that even though if this is the way it operates, even though the first smallest date in our data is 15th of July, if the first day there is 15th of July, it will still start from July 1. Are you getting the message I'm passing there? If the first transaction that was done in 2017 is 15th of July, and that means, and the last transaction that was done was 28th of 28th of June 2022. Calendar auto will start your date from the first day of the month and end with the last day of the month. So despite your smallest day is July 15, it's going to start from July 1 to July 31. Despite the end month for 2022, the last transaction is 20th of June 2022. It's going to cover it to June 30, June 30th of 2022. So it's going to cover all the areas there so that every transaction date within your range of dates you want to analyze is going to fall within that range. That is the way your calculated auto works. And I also said, you name, irrespective of the name you label your date table, the first field is going to generate for you is always a date field. A date field. Any question? Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So it just reorders that start date and end date based on your new calendar function of 6 that you put into it.
Yes. Because you said you are saying your financial year is going to end in June. So if you come tomorrow and say my financial year is going to end in August, then it's going to generate from July. It's going to generate from September to August. If you say my financial year is going to end in October, it's going to generate your date from November to October. If you said your financial year is going to end in April, then it's going to generate your calendar from May to April. May of previous year to the April of this year. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. Now, Shegun, you told me you are Nigerian. Can you tell me date, Nigeria make use of British dates? What is the arrangement of British dates? Can you tell me, Shegun? Hello, Shegun. How do we arrange dates in Nigeria? Maybe that will make it easier and simple. Okay, oh, Shegun is.
Shegun slept through.
He's still here now. The guy refused to talk. Where is Josh class? There is a Olateju. Where is he? Guys, ask of him now. Olateju Olayiwola, if I could still remember. Come again?
I'm here.
On which name, Oga?
I'm here as TJ.
Oh, Oga, you don't want me to know you are there. I will collect pants from you, though.
Sir?
I will collect pants from you. You can run, but you can't hide.
Yes, sir.
No problem. So, can anybody tell us the date format for Nigeria? What date format do you use?
I am here. I'm having issue. My device is giving me the issue. No,
hey, okay. Can you help us now that you are back? Tell me the arrangement of date in Nigeria.
The format is the format is day month year now. Day month year.
Day month year. Okay. For America, what's the format? Who can help me?
Month, day, year.
That's the month, day, year.
Month, day, year. That's American arrangement. So if you look at
day, month, and year.
Which one?
Day, month, and year.
Which one is that? Which of the dates are you qualifying there?
For Nigeria.
America, for Nigeria, okay? Okay. Nigeria and Britain write this date the same way. Date, month, year. If you look at my screen, you will see month, day, year. Okay? And the timeline, if we'll get to that later. So because we are making use of American format on Power BI, that's why you saw the date like that. Okay? Good. So the date you see is showing that we are using the US regional setting, month, day, year. If you look at the bottom left corner, how many rows do you see here? How many rows?
You can't see it, sir.
1,826.
Thank you. 1,826 rows, days. So that means our record, our analysis it spans 1,826 days. No problem. I just want to call your attention. Now we need to create some other column. We want to create some calculated column. Okay. This time around, we want to create a year column. What I have here is full dates. I want a column that shows me the year alone. Okay. And I'm going to make use of, remember, calculated column, perform operation on all the rows. So I want to create a year date, a year record, a year column. So because I don't want to waste on your practice, when you are practicing your own, see it's in your lab notes. Make sure you type the year out. Okay. Am I looking at different snippets? I think I open wrong lab 04. Okay, sorry, I opened the wrong one. We're on lab 4. So the next thing we want to do is, after generating the date, I want to generate a year column. So look at the function that will do a year for me. Let me copy it so that I don't waste time. On your new, look at column tools you have here, click on new column. Click on new column here. It's going to give me another formula. This time around, I will just paste what I copy here. Okay. This is what this guy will do for me. It will generate a column. And look at the format I make use of. You are saying, create a column label year. Preface it with FY. That's how you put FY in quotes. And concatenate with, take year function, meaning that go to date column I have here, take a year out of the dates. You are saying the date in quotes is the name of the table. The date in square brackets is the date field. You are saying go to year table, go to year field, in year table, extract year from it. And what is going to extract is the year before the year inside the dates. You now said you tested something here. If the months, if you take months of the date field in the date table, if you extract the months, if the month is greater than 6, that means I'm already in another financial, that month is talking of another financial year. Add 1 to the year you extract earlier here.
Yeah.
Are you following what I'm explaining?
We are following, but we are not understanding. Me, I'm not understanding, but I'm following.
No problem. Let me take it gradually. The primary thing I want to do is I want to generate this column you see here. I want to generate a year. I want to call it a year column in my date table. Okay, don't worry, I'm at your service. Okay, can I see my notepad? Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm saying give my column. Remember we said every formula you wrote in Power BI has a label, has its own label. So I'm saying give this column label year. Okay, equal to, so what will make it? For clarity's sake, I come to another line. This column, the content of it, precede it with these 2 character FY. I want to precede it with the FY. FY means financial year, financial year. So that's because it's a string. That's how you put it in quotes. It's a string. Okay? Ampersand sign that you have here means concatenate. That's join to another thing. What do I want to join to? I want to, on my date field. Hello? On my date field. On my date field. Date field. That is in square brackets. Date field. From my date table. Date table. The dates in square brackets stand for field, the column, inside the date table. The date in quotes stand for table name. Then the year function. Year is a function. You are saying extract year, the year part of my date. If you look at your date, you know that your date is made up of month, day, and year. Is that not so? Month / day / year. Month / day / year. Is that not the way you write the date? Hello, class?
Yes, that's the way we've done.
Good. So this year function, you are saying extract the year of my dates. So in the case of the first July 1 here, the year is going to be 2017. So this thing will be 2017. Is that clear? Let's break it down one by one. Let me take this one down so that we'll see it one after the other. So this year is equal to 2017. Do you understand that part?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. If it's not clear, come back, tell me no. Then plus, okay. So the next function is, okay, if you understand date field, date table, right? Let me copy this one down. You understand date field in the brackets, date table name, then this time around, instead of year, I have another function called months. This, you are saying extract the month part of my date. So the month part of my date for July 1, there will be 7, correct?
Yes.
Is that correct?
For July 7, yeah.
Now, you are now saying that if this is what you are doing, I'm breaking the formula for you, though. You are saying if the month I extracted from the date field, comma, if the month I extracted, sorry, okay. If the month I extracted is greater than 7,
6.
Sorry, is greater than 6, you may want to ask yourself, how do I come about 6? That's the end month of my financial year, where I am looking at July to June, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I'm saying if the month I extracted from my date is greater than 6, that means I moved to another financial year, right?
Yes, sir.
So if that is true, Let me do it separately for you, for us. Hold on. I don't want to confuse you. Let me take this guy out. You understand that I use this to extract months of my date. Okay? You understand me that the month of my date field for the first one is 7, correct? Is that clear? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me now do this so that you understand what I'm doing step by step. What I now say is this. I'm now saying if, open brackets, if the month I extracted for my dates greater than 6, if it is true that is greater than 6, then I now said
1.
Add 1. If this month is greater than 6, add 1 to this month I started earlier. Can you see that? No. Add 1 to the year I started. This, the line here is for explanation. This one is for explanation. Let me bring it below so that you understand. This is your formula above. This one is for explanation for you to understand I come about 7. So I'm saying if the month I extract here greater than 6, add 1 to the year here. That's the year I extract 2017 plus 1. That will be 2018. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Good.
Yes.
So
I want to find out, sir, can it be that it will, if month date equals whatever greater than 6, should it not be +1, or just that one means plus? Is there a plus that is not visible?
Come again.
So what I mean is in some code thing that I am aware of, when you say 6 greater than 6, right, comma 1, then you now do another comma and say 0. That means if it is less than 6, it is 0. So what I mean is there a plus here in between greater than 6 and that 1
No.
that is not shown? Because you said add to. No. Does it mean that if you do it like this, it's going to add it to it? Or is there a function before that?
No. There is no. This one is straightforward. No function before it. It's okay. Just saying if the month is greater than 6, okay, add here. If it's not greater than 6, leave it as it is.
Okay, sir.
Meaning that your financial, if you look at it, you will see that your financial year 2017 is 2018. Go on. Look at it. By the time, let's scroll down. Okay. Okay, look at when you are in June. Look at your June here. The last, sorry, for 6. 7 is greater than 6, Abi. It add 1 to 2017. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Come to August. If the month is greater than 6, add 1 to 2017. The financial year is 2018, correct? When
Yes,
you
sir.
come to September, if the month is greater than, see, add 1 to
Yes, sir.
2018. The same thing when you October, it's still adding 1.
Yes, sir.
Then 11, add 1.
Hello.
I think internet issues again. Wait for him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I lost connection. I'm back. Hello, team.
Hello, sir.
No.
Hello,
Yeah,
sir.
sorry, I lost connection temporarily. I'm
That's
back.
fine.
Yeah. So now look at when the month is 12. Remember the test is if month is greater than 6, add 1. So it add 1 to 2017, 2018. Now let's come and see. When it is January, if the month is greater than 6, is that true again?
It's still FR 2018.
But this time around the year is already 2018.
Yes, sir.
So
the year
remember that your financial year is always taking the optimus year as the financial year name. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So if the month is 1, is less than 6, so it's not adding anything. It's just picking the year as 2018. If the financial month is 2, it's not adding anything until you get to June.
July.
No?
July.
July, okay. Yeah, thank you. So until, look at it, if I look at June 30, if financial year is 6 or is greater than 6, 6 is not greater than 6, is equal to 6. So it's not adding anything to 2018. So when the financial year is now July again, which is greater than 6, and the current financial, the year is 2018, is adding 1, then you now have 2019. That's how that circle till you get to the last day of the year. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now you understood the formula that does this. That's how the formula, that's the breakdown of the formula I wrote there. So at your leisure time, you can practice and go over it again.
Can you just copy the formula and paste it over there? Is it possible?
Yes, that's what I did now, so that I don't waste time, but for learning purpose. I told you to be writing it. I show you where it is inside your lab.
So I didn't see it. Oh, sorry, sir.
Eh? You didn't see it?
I didn't see it, yes, sir. Where it is in the...
Okay, let me lead you again. Oh. Come to your all files folder. All files. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
PS 300. Labs. Today we are looking at create DAX calculation in Power BI desktop. That's what we are looking at today.
Yes, sir.
So double click on this lab 4. Then come to assets. You see snippets there. This is the text file that has the file for that particular lab. Okay, good. So the next thing we want to create is quarter column. Okay.
Sorry. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I noticed that your timing has changed to 12 a.m. Mine is still showing as 0.
No. This is the time you see here when you import dates and you didn't, the date, they didn't capture time along with it. So it's just inserting default date of 12:00 a.m. there. Do you understand me?
Okay. Are we meant to have the same thing?
Come again?
Are we meant to have the same view? What I'm seeing on my screen, is that what I'm meant to have on my own Power BI as well?
Yes, it's your own date, giving different thing.
Giving me 00 still.
000, that's what I have here now.
So yours is 12. Okay, sorry, it's the same. But yours is starting from, your date format has changed.
It shouldn't change. I'm using American date format, month, day, and year.
Oh, mine is not like that.
No,
it doesn't mean anything, does it?
No, don't worry. What happened is taking your system settings. Yeah. Your system settings in British. So don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
So your own is going to show 1/7/2017, correct?
Yes, it is.
And that is British date format. Okay? And it's taking it over from your, if you click on the bottom of your, if you go to your system setting, you will see the date here. I left mine as it is because of the training.
Thank you.
Okay? Yeah. So don't worry yourself. Good. Now, next thing we want to do, we've calculated our year column now. Okay. The next one we want to do is we want to calculate quarter column. I want a column that will be a quarter. Quarter 1, somebody is asking the question, the values of that calculation. I'm going to show you now. So let's go back to our snippets. So the next one there is quarter. So copy this formula as it is. Let's do something before we move on. Let's see how many the years you have there. Click the arrow down beside your financial year. Can you see the number of years you have now? Can you see it?
Yes.
5 years.
5 years. So the data they gather, the data we analyze in span 5 years. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Okay? And in this data, the data in 2022 is very few. Very few. The bulk, even the 2021 is very slimmer. So, but then because the captures of information here is still going to show up. Okay. Now let's see quarter information. Click on the new column again. So a new column, right? Paste the formula I copy here. Okay. Now press enter. If you press your enter without holding down your shift key, it's going to run your query for you. Can you see what it has done? Can you see what it has done now? It has generated it's tagging a financial year 2018 quarter 1. Okay, definitely every month within quarter 1 we have a list of quarter 1, then next quarter 2. Your quarter 2 begins from October. Quarter 1 is from this record is July, August, and September. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Then quarter 2 is October, November, December. Then quarter 3 is January, February, and March. Quarter 4 is April, May, and June, which is the last quarter of the year. So you see, after that, it starts rolling again to another financial year. So now let's run through the formula so that we understand. Let me bring up my notepad again. By now, we all understood the year function and month function, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, and I told you every column always have a label. So the label for this column is quarter.
Yes, sir. Cute.
Equal to. So the first thing I did is I asked you to go to date table, year. Okay. Look at what I'm doing here. I'm saying go to date table. Give me the year column. Remember, I've created a year column in my date table. Hi. Date table. Give me year column. That's what I asked for here. So it's going to come to year column and pick financial year 2018. So that is why this one will be, the first one will be 2018. Go to date table. The date in single quotes is the table name. Give me the year column. You give me the content of the year column, 2018. Then I now said, ampersand, journey with, concatenate with, sorry, this year column is FY 2018. This. Concatenate with is Q, and there is space in between your Q here. So you are saying, come to this place, add space Q. That's what you first did here. That's the meaning of this. So the next line, you are saying this ampersand sign is to concatenate. Now, I want to concatenate. If I'm now testing, if I extract months, okay, let me do something to make this thing clear to you so that you are not confused.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So everything is still okay. Nothing is missing. So what you are saying here is that you are saying if the month extract from my dates is less or equal to 3, then concatenate with my quarter 3. That is, I am bringing this one down. I'm testing this one. After the ampersand sign, I'm saying if month of my date is less or equal to 3, add 3 to this, add 3. This is what you are going to add. What I'm testing, if the result of this thing is true, then add, concatenate this value with this. The quarter 3.
To the back of Q.
To the back of Q.
Just means if not these things are right, we should just add it to add 3 to the back of Q. If it is less than
that's the meaning of this. That's the meaning of this symbol. This symbol means concatenate, just join. Look at this symbol. This symbol I select here is concatenate, join together. What God has joined together. When you go, the day you say I do, this lovely lady, I wedded you, and I do. You are concatenating yourself. You understand? You are joining yourself to become one. So when the month you extract from your date field in the date table is less or equal to 3, it's going to put 3 behind your Q.
Yes, sir.
Like that. Okay? The second one, let me copy to another line. It's saying if the month date is a compound chain, a compound if. Okay? You are saying if the second one is saying if the month is less or equal to 6, then add 4. Remember, if your month is between 1, 2, 3, maybe you say less or equal to 3. So if your month is 1, 2, 3, it's going to add 3 to your quarter. That means January, February, March will be quarter 1 and quarter 3, correct?
Yes, sir.
So if your month is less or equal to 6, because it's already compounded, that's why you see it in hierarchy form. It won't test for 3. The moment it's less or equal to 6, that means you're already having, you are now talking of 4, 5, 6. Correct?
Okay, sir.
4,
yes, sir.
5, 6. So 4, 5, 6 4, 5, 6, the less or equal to 6. That's quarter 4. That's April, May, June, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, the last one. It started by saying, if the month is less or equal to 9,
6.
Okay, add 1. Definitely 9, when it's less or equal to, that means it's talking of July, August, September.
That's the first quarter.
That's the first quarter. Okay, because you are testing from top down. You started with third quarter, fourth quarter, then first quarter. So if the month is less or equal to 9, that means if it is July, August, September, first quarter. Now, the moment you've already tested 3 and 4 before. The moment is not within
Any
July,
of them.
August, September. Definitely is going to be October, November, December. That is why you now have the third one, 2, which is second quarter. Do you understand that formula now?
Yes, sir.
It starts testing from third quarter of the year because it's easier for me to test for January, February, March. Is starting the testing from January, February, March. So if the month is January 1, 2, 3, is my second quarter based on my financial year, is my third quarter. If it's between April, May, June, is the fourth quarter. If it's between July, August, that's 7, 8, 9. That's my first quarter. But if it's no longer in any of these, that's my second quarter. That's October, November, December. That is 10, 11, 12. That's how you concatenate. That's how you have your quarter. And if you click the arrow down here, you will see your quarter all through. Quarter 1, 2018, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, 2019, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, 20, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, 21, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, 22, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. Have I been able to explain that snippet for you?
Yes, sir.
Good. So the next one we want to quickly look at. I want us to finish tonight, so I don't want to be leaving this in halfway. So the next one is your months. I want to pick month of the year for my dates. So come back here. Let's click outside, click on new column. Okay, and paste this. By now you understood I have month as my label. I'm simply formatting date field. This time around, I am picking, okay. What you are saying here is that I want to pick the date field in my date table. Why? The first thing you see here is extract month for me of the dates. And the 3 M's there is to extract month for me in 3 character letters. This thing you can vary yourself. you can turn this, you can say, I want only 2n. What will it show me? It's going to show you a number, 02. Okay? I want it in single n. What will it show me? You can test all this in yourself. So it show me in the single number. Okay? When your m is 2n. Your date, your month is 0. And it's not case sensitive. It's just for beauty that I make it capital. The third one, you give me 3-letter months. Take note of that. And if I make it 4n, it's going to give me full months. Do you see what I have done there? Hello? Do you understand what that formula has done now? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. So we want to validate the calculations that we've done. So let me leave this one as 3-letter word. So let's go to our report view, this. To create a new report page, you can create more than one report page in Power BI. So I'm teaching another thing now. To add another report page, click on this plus sign. It has given me a new page, just like you are doing in your Excel. Okay. I want to add a matrix visual to the new report page. Matrix. Matrix will allow you to show your information in hierarchy. Okay. So I show you the other ladies of matrix. So click on this button. So to bring your visualization, to bring matrix table here, drag it so that this part comes up. Okay. In your data pane, okay, go to your date table. Drag the year field into the rows. Well area. Look at this row here. Can you see where I point to here? Okay, point to your year and drag it to this row. I'm doing new thing now. You see, it has added a year to your table. When you finish with that, drag your month field, this month. Drag it to below this year here. See, it's doing that thing. But something is wrong, it's not bold enough. So let me come to my format your visual. I will start with column headers. I will change it to science room. I will do this last week. I will make this one 20 so that my header will be big and bold. Then I will come to row header this time around. I will change this guy to time romance 20 and bold so that you can see my financial year. Okay. So look at at the top right, look at the top corner of this thing. Okay? Look at this arrow down here. Click on this thing like fork. For you to see this very well, expand this your matrix very well. Okay? So you can scroll up and down and see that you have grouping of your years. Let me make this guy 15. Okay. Good. But do you take note of something? Look at the arrangement of your months. August, December, July, November, October, September. Is that correct? Hello?
It's not correct, sir.
That's not the correct. That's not the correct arrangement.
So you should be sorted or something.
So by default, it's arranging it based on your dates, on your months in test. So to customize the field sort order, let's go back to data view. This. Oh. Come to this place under your table view. We will add another column here. Click on new column. I want to add a formula snippet here. I will call it month key. And shift enter. This time around, I'm going to say, look at what I want to do. Extract year from the date field. Extract year from the date table, date field on my dates table. And if you are sensitive, you will see that it's populating it for me. Multiply the year by 100. Close the column. Plus extract months of my date field in my date table. I'll close the brackets. So I omitted one bracket here. Enter. Let me expand this formula for you to understand. We both understand month key column. Can you see? You see your month key? Now what you are saying is on my date on my date field in the date table, this column here. Okay. Extract the year. This is 20. The first year will be at this. Sorry. Come back here. Year function of my date is going to be 2017. Okay, multiply by 100. That will give me what? What will it give me? That will give me 21,700, correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay. Now, you now said the next one here is plus. Extract the month of my dates. For this first one, the month of the date is 7. So, month of my date is this one is year 2017, and the other one is going to be month of the days. Month of the day is going to be 7. So you are now saying 20,1700 plus 7. That will give me what? 2017.07. That's what you see here. You understand me? So that's how you generate this column. For all the month of July, it will be 2017.07, 27 for August, 2017.08. And these are values that you can rearrange. That's not where we are going. We generated something now. So what do we now use it for? So we've computed the value for every year month combination. So in the data view, verify that the new column contains numeric values. So these are numeric values, not character. So for July 2017, it's going to be 2017.07, August 2017.08. And if you go down, look at your 2018.03, 2018.05. Okay, good. That's a month key for you. Let's switch back to the report view here. In the data pane, ensure that the month field is selected. Okay, under the data, click on month field, this month. So you see a dark gray on it like this. On the column tool here, from inside the sort group, look at this sort. Look at this group, sort by. So click arrow down and say sort by. Which of the column? Sort by month key. Can you see that? Sort by month key. Make sure you select the month field. Come to this place under sort by. Pick this month key that is already a number. So it's going to arrange it for you a number. What do you take note on the screen? Look at your months. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you see 2017?
Yes,
began from July, August, September, October, November, December, then January, February, March, April, May, June. That's the financial year 2018. Look at the financial year 2019. July 2018 to June 2019. So your month key has helped us to sort the month correctly. Any question?
So we did the sorting again. We did the month DAX formula. They will now use the sort by column.
Yes.
To get it.
Okay, yes. You come to your date table, pick your month, and you now come to your model under your columns tool. When you're on data view, when you're on your report view, it's going to bring this one up for you. So you now go ahead and set under this sort by column, click the arrow down, pick the key you want to sort with. That is why we generate this month key number.
Okay, sir.
Okay, good. So in the matrix, you notice that the months are now chronologically sorted. Okay, good. Now, another thing we want to do in this task, you will complete the design of the date table by hiding column and creating a hierarchy. You want to create hierarchy, you will then create relationship to the sales and target table. So let's switch to model view. Come here. Remember, we deleted an hierarchy last week. So we want to create the hierarchy now. In the date table, hide the month key. So right click, select the month key, come to the properties hidden. Say yes, because you don't need month key. If you come to your report view, you will not see month key again. But month key is still there. That's what sorts your month here for you. Do you understand? The information you don't want any people to see on your visual, you hide them in your model view. Okay. That's why you have opportunity to hide. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on data right side pane, select date table. So click on date table. Right click on the year column. Year. We want to create an hierarchy now. Okay. Right click year, create hierarchy. Remember we did it last week. So under the name, instead of year, I call it fiscal. That means fiscal year. Okay, and press enter. Add the following two remaining fields to the fiscal hierarchy. So you come to your hierarchy here, add your quarter, add your month to it. So I want to see my information in year, quarter, and month. I want to see my analysis in that order. So click apply level changes as we did last week. So you can now see that fiscal year, look at year, quarter, and month. Hierarchy has been created. So we are going to create two model relationships now between date table sales and date to target. So come to manage relationship. Click on manage relationship. New.
Sorry, sir.
Come again.
Sorry, sir. On my own visual, I don't have month key. I don't know why. That's on the dates column. I don't know how you have it that on yours.
Did you follow me when I was creating the formula here? Remember, we come to this place. Okay, month key.
I did the one in Wellness Resort.
I've already come. Let me unhide it so that you will see what I'm doing. Sorry, class. Let's attend to him. Here, remember, I use this formula to generate month key. Did you do this?
Yes, I did. I have month key there.
Then, did you sort the information in your report like this?
Yes, I have.
Do you remember that we click on month, we come to this place, we now say sort by month key. Did you do that?
Yes, I did.
And then when we finish, then we came to model and we select a month key and we say hide it. Yes. So when you come to your visual, you will not see it again. Is that the experience?
Yes, I've eaten it. I can't see it again.
And then you don't need to see it again. Then you come to your relationship model view. Here, we want to create a relationship between, remember, see, date table has come to your system now. See your date table. Let me drag on this, let me rearrange a bit. You can arrange your table in such a way that you can have them clear. So see your date table here. Now I want to create a relationship between your date and sales. Date and sales. So click on manage relationship. New. Date. Select your date here. Yes. Then sales here. Okay. Notice that there is no field that link them. So, yes, so you click on your date and you are going to manually click on your other date on sales, other dates, this. So you are saying, I want this table to be related together, date and other date. So click OK. One-to-many relationship. Okay. So that's sales other date. Then the next one is new. I want date and target date month. So pick your date and pick your targets. This. So I want my date to relate with this table on target months. Unlike those ones that I'll be doing that is picking it automatically. You are going to pick the two columns yourself. Click OK. Close. So you will see that your date is relating with target and date is also this guy is the one cover us up. So you can see your dates is relating with sales. Date is also relating with targets. You want to say something?
No, that's what I'm saying. Date is related to one to many. Target and to sales.
Yes. So now we don't need other dates in sales. We don't want to see it in your visual again. And target must so come to your sales, other dates. This is other date. Oh, it's even hidden already. Then target month. This one is not hidden, so you hide it. Check your other dates. It says, oh, so you have to hide it, please. Good. So if you come to your visual and come to your sales, you will not see your other dates. Neither will you see your target month in targets. You don't need for any calculation. Now, we want your date table to be responsible for date calculation on your report view. So you have to mark your dates table as a date table. So come to report view as we are. In the data pane, select the date table, not the field now. Click on your dates. On the table tools, look at the table tools, contextual ribbon inside the calendar group. Look at your calendar group. Select mark date as date table. So click the arrow down here, mark as date table. That is, this table will provide every date information in my analysis within this system. So date column, which column are we using? Dates. So anywhere you reference date column in your date table, it will be used for analysis sake.
Can you come again, sir? Sorry, sir.
Okay. You've created your date table.
Yes, sir.
You want this date table to be responsible for any date analysis you want to do in your analysis. So you mark this date as a date table. You click on the date table. You click on the date table. It's going to show you table tools, or you first come to your report view. Okay. Then on your data pane, click on dates. Under your date tools, locate mark as date table. Click the drop down arrow here. Select mark as date table. Well, because I've already done that, so that's why it's giving me this message. If it has not, if I have not done that, it's going to give me, let me see. So when you click on mark dates as date table, it's going to come up with this. Select the column to be used for the dates. The column must be the date time. Okay. And then I must continually unique values. So 2 dates are not to be repeated in your captioning. So your date column, you pick your date here. Okay. Then you click OK. That is how to turn your date table to date. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. People still on this call.
Sir?
There are people still on this call. Nobody is answering. I can't hear another person.
I still have 15 people here. They kept silent. Maybe let me finish the class. Let them go and review. Okay, let's quickly. We'll also round up. I know you are tired. So let's come to report view on page 2 now. Okay. In the data pane, drag the sales and the unit price from sales field into the matrix visual. So look at your matrix. So we want to test our unit price. So come to sales. Check your unit price. Let me increase the font of my values. Go to displays, values, Times Romance, 15. Is it clear? Can you see my screen? Is it bold enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So it's giving me an average of unit price. Come to here under values. I only want rename it so that it's just showing unit price. Okay. So you can see is aggregating your, remember is doing average of your unit price. You can see it per month. Click the arrow up here to collapse it. That's average unit price for financial year 2018. Do it all together now. Now do it in steps. So you can see your average price in July, August, September, October, and co like that. Good.
Excuse me, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Talk to me.
Mine is showing as a separate graph. I don't know if I did something wrong.
It's showing as
separate. It's not showing it together as one.
Okay, I know the problem. Come to rules here. Can you see rules here? Can you see what I'm pointing to?
No, I can't see. Where should I click on? I should click on any of these. Yeah, I'm there now. Yes.
Under the visualization pane,
yes,
there is rules there.
Yes.
Because I want them to be together like this, you will come to dates. You will drag your year to this row. Let me take it out so that you understand me. Let me do it one after the other.
My year
Don't
is
worry.
Very... So my year and month were under the rows drop down.
Yeah. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. Yes. Drag year on the rows like this. Can you see that?
Yes.
Then month. Go to your month. Drag your month and put it under the year. Can you see that's where the logic is?
Yes, I think where my problem is your values you have unit price, but mine is showing as add data field. Because I have the rows as it's showing, it just have value bits that is not showing as well.
Okay. Select your matrix. Maybe you drag your matrix to the system.
Yes.
Okay. Delete what I have in the values here. Let me show you what to do. So I've taken it, I have only my year here, right?
Yes.
So come to your sales. Look at unit price.
Yes.
If you check it ordinarily, it's going to put it on the values for you. Or I can drag it. It's when I wanted to put the same field under the same box, that's when I will drag. But this time around, I can check it's going to take it to values like this. To give me average unit price. What is it giving you your own?
Yes, it is.
Eh?
Giving me the same now, giving me the average unit price as well.
Then I say right click on the average unit price.
Yes.
Then I said rename it. Rename for this visual. So it's going to come up with it then. Remove the average of and leave unit price.
Thank you. I'm okay now.
And press enter. So if you break it that way. So the labs you say, okay, good. When we are modeling data in our Power BI, we set unit price column to summarize by average. We've done that in the past. So the result you see in this matrix visual is the monthly average unit price. So it's the monthly average unit price for the month. So in the visual field, we locate Yeah. That we've done. So come to this unit price, click the drop down arrow here. You see it's giving us average. Okay. I can choose. You want to say something?
Say yes, sir.
Okay. So you can change this, you can change to sum and you see different thing entirely. Okay. You can change to minimum and so different thing, but we want to see average. So there's available menu option there. To create a mayor, we want to create a mayor now. Mayor. So remember we said mayor is going to give us result of line. Result that will not give you direct result on the report view. So right click on sales. Okay. And then select new mayor. New mayor. So now the new mayor in the formula bar. So change your mayor to average price, AVG price, equal to, oh, sorry, N. Hold Shift key and press Enter. So this time around, type your average formula, average, open bracket. I want to pick sales table. And to pick unit price of sales table. Here is my unit price. Just click on it and close the brackets and press Enter. If you come to your sales, look at average price. Okay, it has created an average price for you, but it's not showing on your visual until you drag it there. So check your average metrics. So click out aha. Can you see that the unit price that you use a variable to change is the same value that is giving you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So it produces the same result as your click on metrics. It produces the same result as your unit price here. If you click the drop down arrow here, you see it gives you options. But let's see our average price that is a mayor. Can you see? You can't change it. It's a mayor that has been done. And you cannot see the result of your mayor except you put them on the visual. So in the values well, open the content. So I notice that it is not possible for us to change the aggregation technique. So that's what you see there. So we want to quickly, we are rounding up, almost round up. We want to create 4 measures quickly. Median price, minimum price, max price, other line. And we are going to quickly make use of our snippets here. The formula. Okay, we've done this, we've done this. So we have your median price. Okay, median price. So right click on sales and set new mayor. And paste your formula here. Okay, median price. I will rename this thing, it's too long. Right click on it, click on rename. I will just call it med price. Okay, then the next one is come to your snippets, minimum price. So right click on sales. So paste the formula here. Minimum price, that's minimum of sales unit price per center. So it's calculating it for me there. Then the next one is max price. I click on sales, sales, the mail. You have your max price there. Then look for your orders. Orders, you just count your distance order. Right click on sales, email. So and finally the other lines. Maybe in about 3, then we'll close chapter. Other lines. I click on sales, emails. Paste the formula here. Okay. So the distinct count on this order here is to count unique orders. We count orders only once, ignoring the duplicates. Okay. Let's switch to the model view. And then multi-select the 4 price measures. Select your average price, put down your control key, max price, med price, and mean price. So for the set the format to 2 decimal places. So let's collapse this so that we know where we are going. Under formatting, see your decimal places turn into 2. Then assign to a display folder, name pricing. So close this, come to general display folder, call it pricing. So 4 of them have been grouped together. We've done that in the past. Hide the unit price column. Click on it and click on its heading. So select order another line. this. Okay, order another line. Order your control key and click order line. So let's set for these two lines, set the format to close general formatting 1000 separators. So there will be comma there. Then come to general. Is it advanced? No, general. So I now assign it to display folder of cans. So see the two of them here. Cans. In the report view area, come to this report. So come to report view. So take out unit price. Don't need unit price. So add the following to this matrix so that you can see. Add your so next add your med price. Add your minimum price. Add your max price. You can expand this guy. Then orders from your cans. Then finally order lines. So if you scroll up and down, it will give you breakdown on some of all those things. Verify that the result look sensible and correct. Okay, so check to know that all things being equal, that's the way it's going to be. In about 10-15 minutes, we'll round up. So want to create additional measures. Come to page 1. Review the table you have here. For target, here is click this. This sum of target, turn it, the name into targets. Good. So look at the total of targets, this. Select the table visual and then remove the target field. Come to your target field here. Rename this field target months. Target amounts. We want to create a formula. So right click, sales. Sorry. On your target, right click, new mail. So the name will be targets. If as one value, this person personal, close the brackets. Targets and months. Let's see what that one does. So you are checking that, test whether a single value in the salesperson column is filtered. Then when through the expression returns the sum of the target amount for that person. So that will allow you to sum. I will review this class. Maybe we'll create another private 30 minutes because but I want to finish the practical lab now. Format the target method for 0 decimal places. Okay. 0 decimal places. Hide target amount.
Sorry, sir, can I see the target and formula, please? Mine is coming up with an error message.
Okay. See it.
Yeah, the target one. Yeah, that one.
I'm coming up. Can I see it now?
Yeah, I can. Just a minute.
Yeah. As one value, 6% performance, 6 table, comma, then sum. We are saying 6 performance, 6% has filter of 1%. Sum the value.
so sorry.
No problem. No problem.
That's it.
Are you true?
I am, but it's just that it's showing as yellow.
You can delete it. You can delete it, or you can also copy from your snippets.
Yeah, I did that. It's not working because that was what I did initially. But it came up with the error message. So I tried typing it out. I'll check later. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So hide this. Okay. So you can, by right clicking your hide amount, you can see that you hide that target amount. So add the target measure to the table visual now. So click on this. To add the target amount. So you see that with that formula you wrote, it has taken out the total sum. It's only working based on where there is value for sales person. That's why it's adding the sum. Okay. We want to create the following two measures, variance and variance margin. So we'll make use of our snippets here because of time. Here is the variance formula. So you are summing sales minus targets. Okay, what's the variance? What's the difference between the target and the sales? So come to target, right click, new measure. And variance margin. Divide your variance by targets. So your variance to 0 decimal places. Your variance margin percentage with 2 decimal places. So this one will be 2 decimal places and also percentage. Good. I think I have a challenge of size. Let me reduce the size so that, okay. Let me reduce this guy. Yeah, put your variance margin here. Let me rename this guy to the variance. So you can see the various major calculation we did that we use this our pain this is how you use your this is how you use your major to do calculation on your Power BI. Okay. I know there are a lot of things for you to learn here tonight. So, any question for me? You are tired already. Good. So this is a whole lot of lab that will practice with data analytic expression. So I've been able to finish your lab 4 with all these various things. But the next thing now is for us to play around them so that we understand more and more of them. Any question for me?
I have a question, sir.
Please go on.
So the question is, if we want to practice, because I know you've actually reiterated us practicing.
Yes.
And if we pick up the data, it still goes back to, well, for me, it goes back to, the sales analysis, that data set. So if you have suggestion on how we can maybe start from maybe lab 1 up to this point, that'll be helpful.
What you can do is, since I've simulated this lab in your system, you can create a new file. Probably you label it maybe gene analysis. You import the same data there. You start from scratch again. Start going on different tables. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. Let me see.
So, but it will still be the same data set.
Yes. Okay. Another thing you can do is you guys can come up with data sets and we start looking at it together. If any member of this class can come up with data sets, or jointly you can come up with data sets and ask questions, probably some interpreted questions, some questions you come across online and go. It's not necessarily all what this lab is to demonstrate to us every functionality of Power BI. So if you cannot get a data set that we cannot be demonstrating all this functionality, I will appreciate that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
I just dropped the data set in the box, sir.
Come again?
I just dropped the data sets in the chat box. Election data sets. Maybe you can use that or something.
That will be too. Put it on our Telegram.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, election data. Then start asking your questions. So you have to generate what do you want us to analyze it for. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Start criticizing. By the time you will be very surprised what will come out of this your data. Send it via Telegram so that we download. All of you will start criticizing the data. You will be the management that criticize the data. Okay, what if you get this value? What information here like this? You understand me now? Okay. So your question will determine what we analyze.
Okay.
So
okay, so
I think, come again?
I'll get it. I'll get the proper sales data.
No problem. No, I would prefer you, what we are doing in class is sales. I prefer you go to another entry, bring a different, like election data, like data that even sales self, you can make it a dynamic set of information source. Yeah, I will appreciate that. It's going to help us a lot.
Okay, sir.
And it's not going to be a question of you looking at me demonstrating, but a question of you doing it now. And I expect you will run into some troubles, and in an attempt to solve the problem, we are learning. So tonight, all I've been able to, with all this I've been doing for the past few hours, is to explain to you what calculated column is all about. No, calculated table, calculated column, and measures. That's what we are doing tonight. And we said they are all data analytical expressions. How you use calculation to generate information of your data analysis. And I told you your measures is an aggregated calculation. Okay? And it's not staying on your PBIs. It is on demand. But your calculated column and your calculated table, they are always on your PBIX table. So here I will hang my boot tonight.
You've done very well, sir.
Thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Benita.
Please talk to me.
Please, I still have like 3 minutes. Let me look at this formula. It's still showing as yellow. Once I get this right, I'll continue from.
Please share your. Let me stop sharing. Share your screen. Let me see the challenge quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Kemi.
Yes, this one here. It's giving me yellow.
Don't worry, just calm down. We'll see it now. As one value 6%.
I want to go and sleep.
6%.
At the bottom here, it's argument. I don't know. You don't
Come again.
At the bottom here, the yellow section here.
Yeah. What's it saying? Said column 6%, table 6% performance cannot be found. Oh, are you sure? You caused the problem. I've seen it. Look at your 6% table. Yeah. Right click. No. Under your 6% performance. Say this is, see the table 6% here.
Yeah, this one.
The one under your, yes, look at the 6% field now. Hear me. Look at 6% field. Yeah, it's wrong. It's one word. Right click on it. Rename.
Oh, the space.
Rename it. That P is small letter P. And there is no space. P. No? Enter. So go back to that your formula, go and write it. You should go now. So press enter. Press enter as you go.
It's gone.
Which visual are you? Which visual is this? You can delete this visual and rerun it again. Delete it and fix it back again. Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just need to add it to it, then continue from there.
What table are you?
I remember what we had here.
Okay, that's under category 6.
We still have something.
Delete this one. Delete this one. This click. What's inside? Something is there. Delete it. Delete it.
I don't have that option.
Press delete on your keyboard.
Okay.
Okay. Now, come to products, share category. Click inside the white area. Products. Click at share category. Why? Something went wrong with one of the filters. Something is wrong with your filter. Which of them? Click on see details. Let's see. The visual container contains one or more filters with deleted columns type mismatch.
You know what, sir? Because of the time, I would start from the beginning using the backup.
Okay.
Backup. Then if I have any problem, I'll
Okay, shout me. Let me see tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, dear friends, sorry for taking you long. Wow, 1 a.m. Sorry for stretching you, otherwise we'll not finish this lab. So please
thank you, sir.
Have a good night rest.
Good night. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Enjoy your. Please create time to practice this thing. I beg. So good night to you all.
We just save it
Good night,
and go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Please make sure you save all your work. Save your work.